Dude, Soviet coaches built unbreakable soldiers with 3 kettlebell exercises. Not 10, not 20, 3. Here's the system and why it still works today. These aren't random moves someone threw together for views. Soviet strength coaches designed them around one goal: functional, transferable strength that makes you better at everything, not just the gym. One kettlebell, under 30 minutes, your entire workout replaced. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're revealing the 3 Soviet kettlebell lifts that replace your normal workouts completely. No more complicated programs, no more hour-long gym sessions. Just 3 exercises that build real strength, explosive power, and bulletproof conditioning. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to perform each lift, understand why they're so effective, and have a complete 7-day challenge to prove this system works. This is Soviet training stripped down to the essentials. Let's get into it. Why these 3 exercises replace your whole workout. Normal workouts compartmentalize. Chest day, back day, leg day. You isolate muscles. You do 10 different exercises. You spend 90 minutes in the gym. Soviet training integrated. Every movement works multiple muscle groups. Every rep builds strength, power, and conditioning simultaneously. 30 minutes, 3 exercises, complete stimulus. The result? Soviet soldiers and athletes were stronger, more conditioned, and more durable than Western athletes who trained twice as long. Why? Efficiency, focus, intensity. These 3 kettlebell exercises embody Soviet training philosophy. Maximum return on minimal investment. Exercise number 1. Around the World Kettlebell, the anti-rotation core drill. This is the exercise that builds 360-degree spine stability. And why planks don't even come close. The Around the World Kettlebell forces your core to resist rotation while a weight orbits your body. This creates anti-rotation strength that transfers to every athletic movement. How to perform Around the World Kettlebell. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart. Hold a kettlebell in your right hand at waist height. Pass the kettlebell behind your back to your left hand. Bring the kettlebell around your left hip to the front. Pass it from left hand to right hand in front of your body. Complete the circle, bringing it back behind you to the left hand again. That's 1 revolution clockwise. Perform 5 to 10 revolutions, then reverse direction. 5 to 10 revolutions counterclockwise. This is 1 set. Why this builds functional core strength? Your core must resist the rotational force created by the moving kettlebell. This builds anti-rotation strength critical for sports, fighting, and injury prevention. Your obliques work overtime to stabilize. Your transverse abdominis, your deep core muscle, engages to protect your spine. The movement teaches total body coordination. Your feet, hips, core, and shoulders must work as one unit. This is functional integration that planks can't replicate. Planks are static. Around the worlds are dynamic. Dynamic stability is what you need in real life. Soviet protocol for Around the Worlds, 3 to 4 sets, 5 to 10 revolutions each direction per set. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Use moderate weight, 16 kilograms for most men, 8 to 12 kilograms for women. Common mistakes to avoid: moving too fast and losing control. This isn't a speed drill, it's a control drill. Using too heavy weight. You should be able to maintain perfect posture throughout, rounding your back. Maintain neutral spine. Don't let the weight pull you out of position. Master this movement. Your core will become unbreakable. Exercise number 2. Kettlebell Clean and Press. Full body power in 1 movement. This is the single move replacement for leg day, shoulder day, and cardio. The Clean and Press uses triple extension, explosive extension of ankles, knees, and hips. This is the foundation of athletic power. How to perform the kettlebell clean and press. Start with kettlebell on the ground between your feet. Hinge at the hips, grab the bell with 1 hand. Explosively extend your hips and knees, pulling the bell up. As the bell rises, punch your hand through the handle. The bell flips around your wrist and lands in the rack position at your shoulder. Your forearm is vertical, elbow close to your ribs. From the rack, press the bell overhead. Drive it straight up until your arm is fully extended. Lower the bell back to the rack position. Then lower it back to the ground with control. That's 1 rep. Why this builds complete strength. The clean develops explosive hip power. This is the same power used in jumping, sprinting, and throwing. The transition to rack position builds shoulder stability and coordination. The press builds overhead strength. Shoulders, triceps, and core all work. The full movement integrates lower body, core, and upper body in one continuous motion. This is how your body actually moves in real life, not isolation. Integration. Plus, high-rep clean and press intervals destroy your conditioning. This builds cardiovascular capacity while building strength. Soviet clean and press technique breakdown. The hinge. Push your hips back, keep your back flat, shoulders over the kettlebell. The pull. Explosive hip extension. Drive through your heels. Pull the bell up close to your body. The flip. As the bell reaches chest height, punch your hand through and rotate the bell around your wrist. The rack. Bell rests on your forearm, elbow tucked tight to your ribs. Core braced. The press. Drive the bell overhead. Keep it close to your body, lock out completely at the top. The descent. Lower to rack with control, then lower to ground, reversing the clean. Every phase requires precision. Master each component before adding speed or weight. Soviet protocol for clean and press. Strength focus. 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps per arm, heavy weight. Rest 2 to 3 minutes between sets. Power focus. 6 sets of 2 to 3 reps per arm. Moderate weight, explosive on every rep. Rest 90 seconds. Conditioning focus. EMOM, every minute on the minute. 5 reps per arm at the top of every minute. Continue for 10 minutes. This is brutal but incredibly effective. Common mistakes with clean and press. Pulling with your arm instead of driving with your hips. The power comes from your hips, not your bicep. Banging the bell on your forearm during the flip. The bell should rotate smoothly around your wrist, not slam into your arm. Not achieving full lockout overhead. Your arm should be completely straight at the top, bicep by your ear. Losing core tension. Brace hard throughout the entire movement. Don't let your torso collapse. The clean and press is the centerpiece of Soviet kettlebell training. Master it and your strength will explode. Exercise number 3. Deficit Kettlebell High Pull. Unlocking posterior chain power. The deficit high pull targets your glutes, hamstrings, and upper back with incredible efficiency. Standing on a 2-inch platform or weight plate increases your range of motion, forcing deeper glute and hamstring activation per rep. How to perform deficit kettlebell high pull. Stand on a weight plate, low step, or platform about 2 inches high. Kettlebell on the ground in front of you. Hinge at the hips, grab the bell with both hands. Explosively extend your hips, pulling the bell up to chest height. Your elbows drive high and wide, like you're zipping up a jacket. At the top, you're on your toes, fully extended. Lower with control and repeat. Why the deficit makes it better. Increased range of motion. Starting from an elevated position means you hinge deeper. Your glutes and hamstrings stretch more. Greater muscle activation. More range equals more muscle fibers recruited. Enhanced posterior chain development. Your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back work harder. Improved hip hinge mechanics. The deficit forces you to hinge properly or you can't reach the bell. This teaches perfect form. Soviet protocol for deficit high pulls. Strength endurance. 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Moderate weight. Rest 60 to 90 seconds. Power development. 6 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Heavier weight. Explosive pulls. Rest 2 minutes. Conditioning. Intervals. 30 seconds max effort pulls. 30 seconds rest. 8 to 10 rounds. This will destroy you. Common mistakes with high pulls. Pulling with your arms instead of driving with your hips. Your arms are just ropes. Power comes from explosive hip extension, rounding your back. Maintain neutral spine throughout. Not achieving full extension. Drive your hips forward completely at the top. Stand tall, using too heavy weight. You should be able to pull explosively. If you're grinding, the weight is too heavy. The deficit high pull builds the posterior chain that powers every athletic movement. Sprinting, jumping, lifting. It all comes from your glutes and hamstrings. Programming these 3 exercises, the 7-day Soviet challenge. Here's your action plan. Days 1, 3, 5. Full workout. All 3 exercises back to back. Around the worlds, 3 sets of 8 revolutions each direction. Clean and press, 4 sets of 5 reps per arm. Deficit high pulls, 4 sets of 12 reps. Rest as needed between exercises. Total time, 25 to 30 minutes. Days 2, 4, 6. Active recovery, light walking, stretching, mobility work, or very light kettlebell swings. Stay active but don't train hard. Day 7. Test yourself. Max reps clean and press in 5 minutes, or max rounds of the full circuit in 20 minutes. Track your performance. The difference from day 1 will be obvious. This 7-day challenge proves the system works. Most people feel stronger by day 3. By day 7, the transformation is undeniable. 3 mistakes that kill your progress. Mistake 1. Using too heavy weight too soon. Ego makes people grab heavy kettlebells before mastering technique. Start lighter than you think. Perfect the movement. Then add weight. Mistake 2. Rushing through reps. These exercises require precision. Speed comes after mastery. Focus on control and form first. Mistake 3. Not training consistently. Doing this once per week won't work. The 7-day challenge requires commitment. 3 training days minimum per week for results. Why this system works long-term. Soviet training wasn't designed for short-term gains. It was designed for sustainable, long-term strength development. These 3 exercises can be your complete training system for months or years. You progress by adding weight gradually, by increasing reps or sets, by reducing rest periods, by adding tempo variations. The exercises never change. Your capacity increases. This is the opposite of modern fitness. Modern programs constantly change exercises to prevent boredom. Soviet training mastered 3 movements through thousands of perfect repetitions. Mastery builds strength. Variety builds confusion. Here's the truth. You don't need complicated workouts. You don't need 10 different exercises. You don't need 2-hour gym sessions. 3 kettlebell exercises. 30 minutes. Consistent practice. Soviet soldiers became unbreakable with this system. Modern athletes still use it because nothing works better. 1 kettlebell. 3 exercises. Complete transformation. So here's my final challenge. Complete the 7-day Soviet challenge. Track your strength, conditioning, and how you feel. Then decide. Keep your complicated normal workouts or adopt Soviet simplicity. I already know which one builds more strength. If you're committing to the Soviet 3 exercise system, drop a comment saying 3 lifts only. Let's build a community that values efficiency and results. And if you want follow-along workout videos, detailed form tutorials, and advanced Soviet kettlebell protocols, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Stop doing normal workouts. Do these 3 Soviet lifts instead. Around the world's, clean and press, deficit high pulls, 1 kettlebell, under 30 minutes. Your entire workout replaced. Train smarter, not just harder. I'll see you in the next video.